Welcome to Demakia Island, home to Discovery Coron. And there's a ton of animals here, and I'm hoping I can show you a lot of them. This island is filled to the brim with monitor lizards, and I've been trying to catch a baby one. I caught one a few days ago. It was just a baby, but unfortunately we didn't have enough time to film it a whole lot because someone told me I had to put him down. But let's see if we can find another one and catch him today. And one spot that I found that has a ton of monitor lizards is a cool little lake directly on our right. It's a very dirty lake, so we can't get in it, but I do know that the monitors love it. So let's go up to it. The entrance is right here. Yeah, there's already a ton of monitor lizards that I can see from just here. Let's walk up to that one that's chilling right by the water. See what he's doing. Maybe we'll find some babies on the way. I've seen a ton. It looks like some, like maybe juvenile, or definitely less than juvenile. Maybe half a year old. So far, all I see is this guy right here. He's decently sized, maybe 5 feet. Oh, much bigger one. That guy's could be almost 5 to 7 feet. Take a look at both of these guys. So first, I see this one that's just sleeping in the water. And all monitors love to swim, but especially this species. They're actually called water monitors because they're always by the water. They sleep in the water. Some of them sleep in the trees, but 90% of their time is spent cooling down by the lakes. And I see a ton more around here. There's a smaller one right up there, but one thing that people usually get wrong about monitor lizards is that a lot of people think they actually are venomous, which is not true. Although their saliva will act as a venom, they do not have any venom. It's mostly 99% bacteria from the water that they swim around in and the food that they eat. And that bacteria could kill you, so it does act as a venom. And some monitor species can only grow up to 20 centimeters, and others, like the Komodo dragon, can grow up to 10 feet, which is crazy. And the water monitors that you have here can grow up to 7 feet. Most monitors are carnivores, which usually just means they feed on stuff like small lizards, rodents, fish, anything that has meat and is the right size for these guys. Although some of them prefer to eat stuff like vegetation and fruit. Interesting fact, since we're here, Philippines is home to the only 3 known monitor species that are frugivorous, which means they eat fruit. And this guy, just like the others, very lazy and very chonky. Monitor lizards are in the genus Varanus. That comes from the Arabic word wurl, which means lizard beast, if he can get up. And monitor lizards have always been my favorite type of ground lizard. And I've always wanted to have a pet one when I grow up. They are just so cute. I love their long necks, and that is by far one of my favorite lizards I've ever seen. And we just found one of the rarest sightings ever. A monitor lizard to not be sleeping throughout the entire day. Oh, you don't have to be scared of us. We're just trying to film you. I think it's amazing how my entire life I've always wanted to see a monitor lizard, and now I can barely walk past a lake without seeing an entire family. A lot of people think that monitor lizards are aggressive towards humans and other animals. In reality, they're one of the calmest and laziest animals I've ever seen in my entire life. If I walked right across one's face, if anything, he'd slowly turn around and walk the other way. Sometimes they're threatened by you, but you should never feel threatened by a monitor lizard unless it's a Komodo dragon. Because the Komodo dragons only eat meat. They don't prefer to eat just rodents, they eat lambs on their island. Komodo dragons are known to eat everything with a heartbeat, including humans, which is honestly an understatement because they will dig up people's graves and eat them while they're dead. But the ones here are super docile. You can walk right past them and they'll pretend that you're not even there. Let me take you up to the front desk and show you what I mean. And although I do catch 3 to 4 foot iguanas everywhere I find them, it is much different with monitors here because the monitors have huge claws that will tear you up even if you don't get bit. Their claws are inevitable, but their mouths aren't. But I'm very worried about the claws. And although you might get bit by a monitor lizard, that has never been my biggest concern. It has always been their claws. They will scratch you up. And the little guy that I caught at the very start of the trip was already scratching me up, and he was only 20 centimeters long. So imagine what a 3 to 4 foot one would do. And in the Philippines, they're actually known as biowak. And here's a biowak right by the restaurant. Just gonna lay down and Sometimes the monitors are so lazy that they'll go in the restaurant and steal the food. That guy's going in his little home. Let's see if we can find a bigger one. And there's usually medium-sized ones sleeping against the bamboo wall right here, but oh, he's actually right there. Very sleepy. There's a monitor lizard for you, sleeping all day. Turns out some monitor species can count, and studies have shown that by giving them different numbers of snails, they can count up to 6. Escargot. Let's take a break from the monitor lizards, and I want to show you something else this island is known for. From November to January, sea turtles nest along the shores of the island. Behold, the fruit bats, literally thousands of them. They belong to the megabat family, which is also known as a flying fox. Imagine having portable blankets to carry around with you everywhere. Well, the bats got them. And this species of fruit bat are actually huge. Their wingspan is almost as big as mine. And these bats live here, but every night at about 6 p.m., they fly to neighboring islands to find food. And they feed on things like leaves, fruits, flowers, nectar, pollen, sap, buds, and twigs. They live until about 15 years. And unlike a lot of other bats, they have amazing eyesight. I just spotted another baby monitor. He's the perfect size to catch. So I'm gonna quickly take off my shirt because I like to use a cloth or like a towel to catch lizards that can bite through my skin. So let's see if we can catch this guy. They're always troublemakers, super hard to catch. Oh my god, I missed. There's no way I missed. There's no way I missed. I know a lot of my episodes are mostly focused on geckos, so I'm glad we could explore 2 different species today. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like.